Sometimes life throws bold moments at you, like finding the perfect vacation or finding the ideal location. At BOS, we're there to help you meet those moments with bold confidence. So whether it's managing money for future plans or getting what you need to start planning your dream, we're here to bring you a better banking experience. Make the bold move and switch to BOS today.
Welcome to Muddy River News Business Spotlight, brought to you by Bank of Springfield. I'm Bob Goff. My guest is Alex O'Neill with the Luxe Stogie Company. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
He brought a care package. We're not going to smoke these, but we're going to talk about them. All right, my wife hates that I smoke cigars.
Right.
How do I convince her that it's, and I don't smoke them regularly. I'm an occasional guy. How do I convince her it's okay? It's not that bad for you. It's fine. What do you do to say this is why I smoke a cigar?
Well, I told her it reduces my stress, and
See,
it relaxes
honey?
me.
Yes, it's exactly what I say.
And it wasn't until, and of course, you know.
Now it's your business.
Yeah, it's now my business, but she was really skeptical. And then my boys asked me to teach them how to smoke cigars.
That's cool.
And about halfway through the cigars, my wife came out, and one of my boys went from having his feet on the table to almost darn near laying down. And when she came out and asked, she goes, "Well, what do you boys think?" He goes, I now know why he does this.
Yeah.
He goes, "I am so relaxed right now." He almost fell asleep.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it is. It's a hobby. Is that what we call it? Is it a hobby?
I don't know if I would. It's more of a culture now.
Good word.
I
Yes.
mean, because just like this, you can come to the cigar lounge and start talking about cigars with other regulars, and all of a sudden you'll find yourself leaving there with another cigar that you didn't buy. One of them gave you a cigar. That's part of the culture, is wanting to share the love of the leaf with other brothers and sisters.
The love of the leaf. I like that. So you're located at 910 York, down across from Dick's Brothers and the Ratkseller, and I take that way. I take that way home from work quite a bit, and I'll go through there. I'm always seeing you and some guys out there just hanging out, just
Yes,
chilling.
sir. Yeah, we have a couple small outdoor seating areas. I made a fold-up bench under the front windows, and then we have the indoor seating. I've got, I think we're roughly about 650 square foot indoor lounge, and just a great place to come and relax.
Are you doing the mobile stuff anymore?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay,
sir. I
great.
still am.
Brittany had done a story on that when you first did that, and then you got your permanent place, and we've been meaning to kind of talk a little bit more about that. When you talk about the variety, there's really no place. I know there's a couple of grocery stores have little cabinets or whatever, but this is really the only place in town that has a true selection, what I'd call. I picked up one during Mayfest. I really enjoyed it. It was a smaller one. Normally I'll smoke like what is called a 7x70 or an 8x80, which are large cigars.
Very large.
And so that takes me generally an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'll just chill out. But these are nice and quick, and if you don't have a lot of time, they're great to just chill out for a few minutes and enjoy it.
That's really the kind of the cool part about the different sizes of cigars, is if you only have 45 minutes, grab yourself a Robusto or a little bit smaller of a cigar, or if you've got a couple hours, you can smoke a larger cigar in that time frame.
Yeah, no, it's, again, I think when you talk about that culture and things like that, I mean, obviously tobacco has a stigma, and yes, I know, too much of it, whatever, but as is anything case, enjoy it responsibly.
Correct. And I also encourage everybody to go out to the FDA's website.
Yes.
They did a study, and they basically in there, don't quote me on the numbers, it's either 4 or 6 cigars or less a day, negligible effects.
A day?
A day.
I have like 4 or 6 a month.
So it's because we don't inhale. We don't inhale.
Not all,
so
no.
the smoke doesn't come into our lungs. So we as humans, ever since the beginning of recorded history, have wanted to smoke tobacco. And unfortunately, modern day has caused the cigarette industry has caused there to be a huge stigma against smoking. And that's kind of part of part of what I'm here to do.
That's what I also tell my wife. Cigars are not cigarettes.
No, nowhere close. Nowhere close. Everything in a cigar, a premium hand-rolled cigar, is all natural. There is absolutely nothing added to it.
Yeah, so, no carcinogens, nothing like that.
Nope,
and where do you get most of your cigars from?
A lot of that depends on the brand. Some brands I can deal direct with the manufacturer. Some brands I have to go through a distributor. And it's a mix. Some brand, let's see, J.C. Newman, Arturo Fuente, Southern Draw Cigars, I deal direct. Blanco, I deal direct. The rest of them I go through distributors.
And we were talking earlier about the kind that I like, that Asylum, that he doesn't have in yet, but he's working on it. So, but I'm going to try some of these other ones. And again, like I said, the one I got at Mayfest, I don't remember what I got at Mayfest, but it was really good. And so, again, I think I've always, Muddy River News is based on shopping local and doing all this stuff. So this is what we're doing. But of course, having a kid in Bloomington going to school allows him to go to Benny's and get me one when I need, because that's where they have them. But when you have them, it's like, okay, I'm good. And again, we talk about that. My kid, like I said, my oldest son will enjoy one with me from time to time. My youngest won't, but again, he's also my courier, so he'll be the one who brings them in. So, but having these when you opened, I was like, that's great. And I think when you first opened, I got one at a trailer once, and then picked up the one at Mayfest. So, but I'm gonna try these, and then which ones I like, then it's like, okay, then I'll find something I like that I can enjoy. And again, I'm on one of these nice days, I'm just gonna stop down there on York Street, because that just looks like a lot of fun.
Oh, it's a really good place to just come and relax. We are BYOB, so you can bring in your own spirit of choice, beer, whatever. I do have whiskey glasses. I do have Glencairn glasses, so if you want to sip on
Ice? Got ice?
Yes, I do have ice. Or you can go across the street to the Ratkseller, let them know that you're bringing it over to the lounge. They'll give you in a plastic cup.
Nice.
You bring it to me, and I'll pour it in a glass cup for you.
That's what I was going to ask you, if I could just go to the Ratkseller and bring it across the street.
Yeah, and I would recommend that you come and get a cigar first.
Well, sure.
Because then you can and tell me that you're going to go to the Ratkseller, because I'll give you a 10% discount on your cigar purchase.
Wow.
Then when you
What a deal.
Then you go to the Ratkseller and show them your cigar, they'll give you a 10% discount on your drinks.
Wow. See, all this good stuff, man. I mean, I think that's just great. It's about the culture. It's about the community. It's about, hey, it's after work on a whatever day, and this is what I'm going to do. Speaking of days, what days are you open?
So we're closed Sundays and Mondays.
Okay.
We are open Tuesday through Saturday. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then Thursdays we open at noon and close at 9. Then Fridays and Saturdays we'll open at noon and close at 10 p.m.
And again, what's great is when we have the events that are down there in the Dix Brothers district, it's always great because you're open, and I mean they'll have the receptions and things there, and people will like, oh, there's a cigar place. We get, because all the guys who just got married, they're gonna want their buddies and get some cigars and stuff. So I mean it's just like again, it's all part of the community and all part of the culture, and just it's just a great again, culture, hobby, whatever you want to call it. It is relaxing, and it is just a way to, okay, I had a crap day at work or stuff's going on. I just want to go have a cocktail, and I want my cigar, and especially when the weather's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. I mean, I've been known to smoke a cigar in a snowstorm before,
right.
But I mean, it's when it's like it is today. I was with a friend earlier, and she called it a Chamber of Commerce day in Quincy, and when it's one of those days, you just want to sit down and go, oh, okay, I can do this. This works.
Yep.
So.
Well, that's the cool part about having the indoor lounge. It's climate controlled.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what's going on outside.
Yeah.
Inside, it's always going to be either warm or cool and relaxing.
Okay, that's something I just want to ask you about. With a state in Illinois that has a smoking ban per se, what is the exception for a cigar establishment?
So there's multiple criteria that you have to follow. One of them is that the building is standalone. Second is that the smoke cannot get into an area where it's not legally allowed. So even though my building is standalone, if, say, a restaurant went into the next door building, although there's an alleyway there, if smoke somehow got in there, they could report it, and then I would have to either, one, rectify it, or they would take my license from me. and then 80% of my sales has to be tobacco and tobacco-related products.
Okay, I figured it was the ratio of sale would be one of those things. So, but again, you know, being BYOB, you don't have to mess with a liquor license.
Correct.
You can just, but people can go there and consume and just have a good time. And again, anything you do it responsibly, with moderation, and just go down to 910 York, go see Alex at Luxe, and just have a great time.
Yeah, yep, and we something that we did probably it was about two weeks ago or so. We had an event and raised money for the Quincy PBPA, Police Benevolence and Protective Association. Raised about $746.
Awesome.
Lux put in the rest. We evened it up to $1,000.
Nice.
So come September 12th, mark your calendars, folks. We're having a bike event down at the location to raise money for the PBPA again in conjunction with Pro Rider of Quincy.
All right, that sounds like a lot of fun. So I also, like I said, whenever the other events roll through, the Mayfest, the Oktoberfest, and I know they do all kinds of street festivals and stuff down there. And if you're going to go to the scoreboard or whatever, it's just right down the street. Right. I mean, it's a great way to just get to know that part of the town. And you know, you look back and just that the Dix Brothers building is just one of my favorite buildings with the old architecture, the old brew house, all that stuff. You know, you can go down there and get the cave tours and all that kind of cool stuff. But again, when you're doing that, make sure you stop by or just go. I mean, again, just zip out of the way. On Broadway, there's all this construction on Broadway. No construction on York right now.
Nope.
So just zip down there and grab yourself a cigar from Luxe. So, Alex, you got anything else you want to add?
No, Bob. I do appreciate you guys having me. Muddy River has always been very supportive, and I am greatly appreciative of that.
Well, we appreciate, and again, anytime we've got somebody just out there, you know, just taking a swing at it and trying to do local stuff, we want to help them out. We want to be partners and do that sort of thing because that's what makes us a great community. And again, because Quincy being out on this island, so you don't have to go all the way to Springfield or Bloomington to get your cigars. You can get good cigars right here in Quincy.
Yes, sir.
So, Alex, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Bob.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have for now. We'll catch you next time.